Hello guys and welcome back to another Alva World video, where today we are going to be making a house, and I'm going to give you 5 simple tricks and tips to make an awesome house. With no further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first step is to get your palette. And when I say palette, I mean a set of blocks that you're going to use to build up your house. The type of blocks you'll need are the walls, the flooring, the ceiling, the window color, and some detailing blocks, variety blocks, which is something I like to call them, and the frame. Now, I don't think I'll have room to fit all these in my inventory, and that's perfectly alright, because you can go back into your inventory and grab them at any time. So, I've got some blocks here, and I've also got some extra blocks like a campfire, iron bars, and also what is known as cobblestone walls. Anyways, the reason I chose these blocks is because they're going to help me add extra to the house, and it's just going to make the house look better overall. So, the block I use for the walls is going to be brick. For the floor, I'm going to use smooth stone. And for the frame, I will be using cyan terracotta because I think it looks kind of nice with the brick. I had gone into a testing world and I test all these out. And yeah, I think these blocks go quite well with each other. So let's get into the building part. So what you're going to need to do to build is you are going to need a nice area that you can build. And the first thing you want to do is you want to make a good shape. So shape is everything here when you're building a house. So you want to make sure that you plan into ahead what you're going to do. So I'd suggest you build a frame that's going to go around the outside of the house, and you make the shape of the frame different. So I will be trying to go for like this out of shape plus sort of thing, but yeah, you don't want it to look too perfect, like a big block, or else it'll look pretty weird. So it'll just look like a big block, and yeah. So I'll be right back. You want to make sure you get all the corners in from the stabilizing. I'll quickly go ahead and skip this part, but I'll be right back once I'm done. Okay, so I'm back and I've got a frame that I'm pretty happy with, and so the next few steps is to work on the entrance and detailing the house with all its furniture that it'll need for the inside of the house. So that's the next part of this, of the 5 easy steps. Okay, so I'm back and I've got like a TV, some chairs, and a nice little chimney. So one thing I forgot to mention is that you have to make sure that all the details are one in from the house, so that way, because next step is the walls, and the walls are pretty much going to be 1 block in from the frame. And since it is 1 block in from the frame, you have to make sure that the blocks work. And so what I built is like a little TV, and I'll be back to you guys once I have finished making the walls. Okay, so now the first part of this next step is to break up some of your walls. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because the next step we're going to do is to build up the windows. Because the windows are basically the most source of light that you're going to get out of your house, because, well, they're windows and they give light into the house. So I went ahead and chose some black stained glass for my windows because I felt like it fit best with the whole brick cyan theme. And then I started placing windows throughout my house. Now, the windows I chose were very symmetrical because I'm that sort of person who likes everything being symmetrical. And so I made windows. Don't forget to separate them. And on the sides of your windows, add in some of that framing. So I took my cyan terracotta, my frame, and I put it on the side of the windows to add a little bit of extra detail with the house to make the house more detailed. So I'll quickly finish this window up, and to make your windows look better from the outside, I suggest you add these little windowsills that go around the outside. So you break the top and the bottom, and you add like stairs. So not necessarily windowsills, but more of window holders on your one wide windows, because it just makes the house look a little bit more realistic than it already is. So I'm going to do the next part of the next step. So you want to, first off, if you're building this without an idea what you're doing, you have to first check out if the floor works for you. So I'm going to do like 1 to 2 rows of my flooring to check if it works properly. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the windows, and after you're done with the windows, you come back and then you do all of the flooring. So I'll be back to you guys once the flooring and the windows are done. Bye! So that should be it, and what I've done is I've added sea lanterns, as you could see me as I placed that last block. And I've also added a little bit of realism to the house by adding staircases to the dents on the outside of the house. So the next step to do would be to make the roof. And I'm going to build like a small little attic up on the top, and for the most part, the ceiling on the inside, it's going to be flat. So I'll be back once I've finished up the entire ceiling. Okay, and that should do it. So I've added this ceiling for the inside of the house, but that's not all you have to add on the roof. Once you have the ceiling done, then you have to start making the roof itself, because any house without a roof will just look quite flat. So you want to grab stairs that is a different block from the house itself, and you want to start placing them on the main mast of the house. So when I say the main mast, I mean pretty much the entrance or the biggest wall of your house. So in my case, I did the biggest wall, and I'm going for more of a basic roof. The basic roof that anyone would go for, it's just stairs going up, and the stairs will be going all the way up to the roof. So yeah, don't forget, so for every stair that goes up, you want to have one that faces the other way to make it more closed and inside. Don't forget to add a little bit of the roof extending out of the house to make a little extension on the house instead of it being one flat roof. You don't want that. So yeah, I'll be back once I've done all the roof. Okay, so I'm back, guys, and this roof I'm quite happy with. As you can see, I curved it around the entire way, but if you don't want to, you could just have a big mast on every single big wall, which could also look good as well. But thanks for watching today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope these tips will help you in your houses. Thanks for watching. Bye. Alpha out.